Yes, good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Is it audible? Video is it clear? PPT, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. All of you had your lunch. When you are ready to come to the college, are you ready? Offline class के लिए? Hmm? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Off-
sir.
Offline class को आने के लिए ready है क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So only one person has responded. Means only one person is ready to for the offline class. Others are not interested. Offline class में. Hmm? Yes, दूसरे लोग.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What we have started in the last class? We have completed the waste and also waste management. Correct. Solid
Yes,
waste
sir.
management we have completed. Hmm? So just I want to show as per your syllabus. Just a minute. No, wait. Okay, let it be. So next point in your syllabus is that is related to the waters. Is it visible with full screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. In the last class, we have completed the that is solid waste management. When you come for the next point, so this next point is related to the waters and all. Okay. You right now that is the sustainable development and carbon footprint. It is not there in your syllabus. Actually, I wanted to show that point. Okay. So as per the new syllabus, that is after completing the comprehending the basic civil engineer and your basic mechanical engineering. Okay, that point is not there. That is sustainable development in the chapter number 2. That point is there in the chapter number 3. Okay, when you come for the chapter number 3, at that point we will discuss about the sustainable development. So according to the present syllabus, okay, so that is next point is your about water. Okay, so first we will see about the introduction about the water. So water is the vital source. Water is a vital source. It is a vital. It is a vital resources which forms the basis of all the life. Just a minute. मैं क्लास में हूँ. Class. Okay. So water is the vital natural resources. vital natural resources which forms the basis of all the life. So water is required for each and every living beings. So it is one of the marvelous gift to us. Without water, will you survive? Will you survive without water?
No.
Sir.
So water is one of the basic, fundamental basic need. Okay, what are the five fundamental basic needs? What are the five fundamental basic needs? First one is air, oxygen. Second one is water. Third one is
Food.
food. Good. Next. Fourth one,
Shelter.
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 Okay. Next. Fifth one is, what is fifth one? Air, water, food, shelter, and is it
Clothes.
clothes? Okay.
Clothes.
Clothes. Okay. Clothes. Okay. These five are the very basic, important five elements in our life. Okay. So when you come for the water, water is one of the marvelous gift to us. Okay. It is given by the environment. So this water, about 70% of the human body is water. In our body, about 70% is made up of it is water. The bodies of all the plants and animals contain water. So in the plant and animal also, it is containing water. It has been estimated that the total water contained on the earth is 30, that is 1385.5 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, so 1385.5 into 10 raised to 6, it is meter cube. Okay, this much water is there. I think it is million liter. Okay, we'll see. So when you come for the about water, that is 97% of the water. 97% of the water is salt water. So when you consider this is earth, it is surrounded by the water. Okay, 97% of the water is salt water. Only 3% of the water is fresh water. This fresh water is used for all plant animals and even human being also, human also. Okay, so out of the 100%, only 3% of the water is used by the all the plants and animals. Remaining 97% of the water is saline water. The saline water means it is salt water. Over the two-thirds of this frozen is glaciers and polar ice caps. So whatever amount it is there, 3% of the water, in this 3%, two-third. So whatever 3% of water is there, इसमें three part करने का, Among three, two part is stay is in frozen glaciers and polar ice caps. It means all are in ice caps. When you take, this is Earth. At the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, there is a very cold, correct, climatic conditions. How will be the water? Water is very in ice candies. Okay, so two-thirds of the water is there in the polar ice caps. And how much water is available to us? Only one part, that is 1/3 part is available. Out of 3 part, 1 part is available for our drinking and any other parts. Is it clear, everyone? Out of 100%, so 97% is salt water, 97% is salt water, and 3% is fresh water. Among this fresh water, two-third is there in the as a frozen means ice can, we are clouds and glaciers. Okay, and polar ice caps. Okay, polar ice means at the northern and southern hemisphere there is a ice caps, and remaining one-third is used for the drinking purpose. The remaining unfrozen fresh water is found mainly on the groundwater. So whatever groundwater is there, okay, that is fresh water, that is 1/3, with only a small fraction present above the ground on the air. Okay, so on the ground only small fraction is available. On the surface of the earth, 71% is covered by the sea and ocean, and remaining 29% is occupied by the land. So when you consider entire your earth surface, so about 71% is covered by the seas and ocean. Okay, only 29% is by the land. Fresh water is renewable resources. Renewable means we can we can reuse this one. Okay, so today now the it is precipitated, rain आ गया, rain के बाद that water is flown in the river. The river से कहां पर तक आ गए? Dam. Dam से कहां से आ गए? So that is water treatment plant. Water treatment plant से कहां क्या हो गया? Waste water हो गया. Waste water to WT, waste water treatment plant को गया, उधर से treatment हो गया. That is treatment, treated water is transferred to the river bodies. Again that river is evaporated. Again there is a cloud. Okay, again like this the water is recirculated. That is why it is called as renewable resources. Water is renewable resources. So distribution of water on the earth surface. So I have told what is saline water means. What is this saline?
Salt water.
Salt water.
Salt water.
Salt water. Okay, out of 100%, saline water कितना है? 97%. Fresh water means what? What is fresh water means? The water which is non-saline, non-salty water. Okay, non-saline. That is only 3%. Again, this 3% is converted. So totally it is 3 part किया. Among this one, this is two-third part. Two-third part means 66.68%. It is in ice caps and glaciers. And the remaining one-third means 30%. 30% or 33.33%. That is there on the groundwater. In this groundwater, इधर देखो ऊपर का, only this much is, that is only 0.3% is there, that is as a lakes on the surface of the water. Okay, again this 0.3% is converted to 100%. Among this one, 87% is on the lake, 10% on the, this is swamp, that is also like water body, and 2% is at the, that is on the rivers. This is total fresh water liquid. Okay, so this is how the water is divided, distributed. 100% से 3% fresh water आ गया. Again that 3% is divided into 2/3 is ice cap and 1/3 is on the groundwater, and a small portion, that is 3.3% is surface of the water. That 0.3% is 87% कहाँ पर है? That is lake. 11% on the swamp, 2% on the, that is on the river ground. Is it okay? Clear हो गया? Water का distribution, how it is distributed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
When you come for the sources of the water, so what are the different sources of the water? What are the different sources where water is available? Sources of water. So water is available in basically in two forms. One is surface water, another one is subsurface water. The subsurface water is also called as, it is groundwater. This is subsurface. Subsurface. This is surface water. So surface water में कहाँ पर मिलेगा? Lake is one source of water. Pond is another source of water. Stream, rivers, and storage reservoir. Lake, pond, streams, reservoir, rivers, and reservoirs. Next, subsurface. Open wells, tube wells, artesian wells, springs, and infiltration. These all are available below the ground surface. Below the ground surface. This surface water means the water which is there above the ground surface. Lake, pond, stream, rivers, and storage reserve. These all are available at the above this ground surface. Okay, whatever you can see, open wells, tube wells, artesian wells, springs, and infiltration, these all are available at the below the ground level. Okay. Next, surface water. So what is surface water and how it is available? What is surface water? The water which is available over the ground surface. The surface water is the water on the surface of the planet, such as river, lake, wetland, or ocean. It can be contrasted with the groundwater and atmospheric water. So whatever water is available, that is in the form of river, lake, wetland, and oceans. So it is in the contrasted with the groundwater and atmospheric water में है. And non-saline water. What is this non-saline water? What is this non-saline water? मतलब it is
Fresh
fresh water. Okay, it is fresh water. Non-saline surface water is replenished by the precipitation and by the recruitment from the groundwater. Precipitation matlab what? What is this precipitation term? That is your rain. Okay, बारिश आता है ना, that is called as precipitation. So non-saline water कैसे मिलते? That is by the precipitation, by the rain, and also by the recruitment from the groundwater. Groundwater में जो है ना water, that is also a fresh water. So where you can find this one fresh water, it will come from the rain precipitation. Rain को क्या बोलते हैं? Precipitation, and from the groundwater. Where it can becomes groundwater. Okay, that is okay from the groundwater. It lost through the evaporation. Yes, this whatever fresh water is there, that fresh water is lost through the evaporation. Just a minute. This lost through the evaporation, seepage into the ground, where it can become the groundwater and used by the plants for transpiration, extracted by the mankind for the agriculture, living, industry, or discharged into the sea, where it can become saline. Yes, whatever your water is there, that is non-saline water, that is available from rain से आएगा और ground water से आएगा. So this will become non-saline, or it will be used. How it is used? It is used by the plants. First, this fresh water is used by plants. Next, it is used by the agriculture and living beings, whatever drinking purpose, industry purpose. For so many activities, we are using the non-saline water, or discharged to the sea. Finally, whatever wastewater is there, that is discharged to the sea, and where it can become saline. So again, discharged water is going to the river bodies. Sea say ocean water is saline or non-saline? Ocean
Saline.
water,
Saline.
non-saline. Sorry, saline water. Okay, ocean is saline. So this is how the fresh water is converted into that is saline water. Yes, these are the different water bodies: lake, ponds, streams, and rivers. Okay, these are the water bodies. So next point is groundwater. So what is this groundwater? Groundwater is the water present beneath the earth's surface. Water which is available or present beneath the earth's surface in a soil pore spaces and the fractures of the ground formations. Okay, in the earth surface there is soil. Okay, in this soil there is the voids. What is voids matlab? The portion of the air which is present in between the soil particle. The portion of the voids, that is air which is present in between the soil particle, is called as voids. Okay, beneath the earth surface, in the soil by pore space, and in the fracture of the rock, that is rock formation. So when you consider this is a rock. Okay, this is a rock. It is a solid, but it is 100%. It will not be solid. There will be fractures. Okay, ऐसे mark रहते ना. So that is nothing but fractures in the rock. Some portion of the water is present in the fractures of the rock. Some portion of the water is present in the voids of the soil. That entire is nothing but the groundwater. What is groundwater? It is water present beneath the earth's surface, in soil pore space, and in fractures of the rock formation. Next, okay, these are the subsurface sources, okay, or groundwater sources. That is two open wells. So this is water is extracted from the ground. Correct. So groundwater. So two wells. There is a pump and there is a tube. Two wells से water निकाले. There is artesian well. Means the pump is at the ground only. So from that ground, the motor is pumping the water. So this is artesian well. Again, there is a infiltration galleries. So this is infiltration galleries. So these all are subsurface sources, or you can also call groundwater resources. groundwater resources. Uses of water. Yes, where you can use the water, where you can apply this all water. The use of water may be broadly divided into three categories. So uses of water. So it is broadly three use. One is consumptive use. The water which is used for the irrigation purpose, that is called as consumptive use. Then partial consumptive use. Partial consumptive use. It means the water which is used for the domestic purpose, that is for your household. Then industrial purpose. Then institutional purpose. The whatever water we are using at the in the colleges and schools, that is called as institutional. Then public use in your market, okay, that is called as public use. And for fire demand, what is this fire demand means? Whenever there is a building, okay, when this building catches the fire, in order to remove this fire, the some amount of water is used, that is called as fire demand. Okay, this will come under partial consumptive. And non-consumptive use. Non-consumptive, we are not using for the your irrigation or your partial consumptive. We are using for the navigational use, recreational use, hydroelectric power generation, and pollution control. So this is non-consumptive, means we are not drinking this water. We are not drinking. Okay, we are not uh, taking inside the human body or inside the any plant body. That is called as non-consumptive. So uses of water, there are basically three parts. One is consumptive use, where this consumptive use is used, that is at the irrigation. Partial consumptive use means for your domestic, industrial, institutional, public, and fire. Non-consumptive means navigational, recreational, hydroelectric, power generation, pollution control. Is it clear where we are using water? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Overuse of water. So what will happen if we use overuse? Rapid population growth, and increasing water consumption for the agriculture, industry, and domestic have strained the world's freshwater resources. Yes. How many percent of fresh water is available in the world? Out of total 100% water, how much percentage is available?
3%.
3%.
3%. Okay. If we use over and over due to the rapid population, means as the population increases, growth that is increasing the water demand. So this water demand is increasing for the consumption of the agriculture, industry, and domestic. So this 3% is water is strained, means this percentage of water is not sufficient. Okay, so we want some more water for our day-to-day activities. So that is we are strained the world's freshwater resources. Whatever rivers, lakes, ponds are there, that is straining, means nowadays they are become empty. Water disputes between the Indian states and are increasing as they have to meet the increase in the water demand due to the overuse of water. Yes, from one country to another country. So if the river is flowing, okay, as the population is increasing, water demand is increasing. So initially, whatever was the water is there, that is not sufficient. Hence, there is a water dispute between the Indian states. So one state to another state, there is a water dispute is there. Okay, nowadays we are seeing everywhere. Okay, that is in between the state there is water dispute, because as the urbanization increases, population increases, water demand increases. Due to the expanding the human population, competition for the water growing such that many of the world's aquifers are becoming depleted, and this is due to the overuse of water. Yes, the water which is absent in the pond, in the river water bodies, that is called as water depleted due to the expanding the human population. Yes, as the human population increases, the competition for the water is growing. Okay, we want water, we want water. Sabhi taraf, everywhere, all the people are telling water is water is needed. So in this case, world's aquifers are becoming depleted. Whatever your pond lakes are there, that is become empty. This is due to the overuse of water. Okay, so every people are using more number of water, so we are having shortage of water. So conservation of water. So how to save the water? How to save the water? How to conserve the water? Excessive and unplanned use of water has depleted our water resources. So whatever excess water is there or unplanned used, okay, so any planning nahi wo water ke liye, so that is our water resources. Excessive and unplanned use of water has depleted our water resources. Water conservation includes all the policies, strategies, and activities made to manage fresh water as a sustainable resources, to protect the water environment and to meet the current and future demands. Yes, nowadays there are government of India has brought some policies. Okay, so according to these policies, each and every human life, okay, population is there in the India, everyone should meet the water demands. For that purpose only water policies are brought. There are some of the strategies. So like this only we have to use the water and all the activities made to the manage the fresh water. So wherever fresh water is there, that is non-saline water, that we have to use very systematically. We are not supposed to waste our water. Okay, so when you are brushing your teeth, at that time you have to stop your tap. Okay, so wherever it is possible, you have to conserve your water. Okay, you have to minimize the use of water. You are not supposed to waste the water, because water is very very precious. Hence there is a immediate need for the conservation of water. Okay, as day by day water conservation is reducing. Okay, we have to uh, minimize our uh, wasting of the water. Okay, we are not supposed to waste the water. So for that purpose only we have to conserve our water. So domestic conservation, yes, in our house, how to you conserve or how to save the water? Verify your home is a leaky free. Means whenever there is in your home there is a tap. Okay, this tap should not leak, because whenever if it is a leak, the water is flowing like this, means water is wasting, no? So you are not supposed to waste your water. Okay, so you have to check your nalli or tap of the water, it should not be leak. Okay, it should be leak free. Leak free. Close the faucets while soaping and rinsing the cloths. Whenever you are applying your soap to the clothes or rinsing the clothes, okay, it means washing your clothes, you have to facets. Facets means how much it is possible, that much only water you have to use. Over use करना ही करने का. Use the waste water in flush. So in your toilets, okay, whatever the saline water should be used or waste water should be used for the toilets. Okay, you are not supposed to use your fresh water for the flushing system. Then keep overflow valve in the overhead tank. Okay, whenever you take the terrace, over the terrace there is a overhead tank. So when this overhead tank is filled, the water is flowing, correct, it is falling. So you have to keep overhead valve. Okay, when it is filled, you should stop this valve, overhead tank. Don't over water your lawns. Okay, don't over water means whenever you are taking the water, you should not overtake the water. Avoid flushing unnecessarily flush nahi karne ka. Okay, whenever when you're in the toilets, whenever it is possible, then only you have to flush it. So apart over flush nahi karne ka or unnecessary nahi karne ka. Use sprinkle irrigation in your garden. So if there is a garden, so if you are allowing the water, so the simply water is flowing like this, it means quantity of water which is flowing is very high. Instead of this one flowing of water, you have to use for some irrigation. that is sprinkle type of irrigation. So it means you have to use a sprinkle. So sprinkle will spread like this water. This sprinkle is spread like this water. It means you will uh, minimize the water from the wasting. In industrial, okay, how to save the water in industrial? Industrial, install wastewater treatment plant in the factory. Yes, whenever there is a sugar factory, the waste is generated, correct? So for this one, you have to yes, set up a STP or your ETP. Okay, ETP or STP, sewage treatment plant or effluent treatment plant. So I say use kiya to again this water is you can recirculate, reuse. So install wastewater treatment plant in the factory. Next, reuse cooling water for the gardening or irrigation. So when the very high severe water, some water is used for the cooling. Whatever used water is there, that is cooling water, that water should be reused for the gardening. Okay, gardening and your irrigation purpose is used. Reusing cooling water. Develop new plant processes which require less water. Okay, so we have to establish a new plant in which the water use is very less. Okay, I say plant हमने establish करने का. Reuse water when it is discharged from various processes. Okay, so in the industrial, after discharging, this has to be treated. Again, you have to recircle. Okay, reuse करने का. Check the efficiency of your water equipment on the regular basis. So your whatever your water body is there, okay, you have to check the efficiency of the water equipment. Efficiency means your tree in your house. In our house, if there is RO plant is there, it's efficient or not. You have to check the efficiency of your water equipment for your regular basis. Okay, so this is one agriculture concern. How to save the water in agricultural? So that is first improved method for the irrigation. Okay, so initially before 10 or 20 years back, the farmers were using abruptly. Okay, now as the technology increases, most of the people are using drip irrigation. Okay, so by using drip irrigation, you can save the water. So improved method of irrigation like drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation must be used so that excess use of water is avoided. How much is required? Only that much is used. That's the agriculture. Conservational flooding, conventional flooding. Conventional flooding method of irrigation should be discouraged. Yes, means if this is your kate or your field, okay, so flooding of water means, so I say water flood करने का, okay, spreading of water, I say spread किया तो कितना चाहिए उतना लेते, बाकी का water waste हो जाते. In so what we are doing, we are avoiding this one, spreading of water is we are avoiding. Okay, conventional flooding method of irrigation should be discouraged. We are avoiding, and what we are using? We are using drip irrigation, we are using sprinkler irrigation. Then avoiding excess irrigation. Excess irrigation means, so for this plant, how much is water? One watering or 2 times watering is sufficient. If you are using 4 times, 5 times, 10 times watering, simply you are wasting your water, correct? So such type of irrigation we are avoiding. Excess irrigation is avoided. Then reducing losses from the canals. Okay, so if this is your canal, okay, some amount of water is evaporated, some amount of the water is percolated like this. Okay, constant flow should not be there. Reduce the losses from the canals by constructing the structures like check dams and Khet, Talawadi, Pala, Gully, dredging. Okay, some of the there is constructing structures where you can prevent the flow of water, like your dams, like your check dams. Okay, you can avoid the wastage of water. You can use the store the water. So in the agricultural purpose. Okay, so we have seen you are how to conserve the water in the different stages. This is how the rain watering is done. So in nowadays, when you go like cities like a Bangalore or cities like a Pune, Bombay, most of the side it is done. Rainwater harvesting is compulsory. What is this rainwater harvesting? So these are clouds, correct? These are clouds. So from the clouds, if there is a rain comes. This rainwater is flowing like this, okay, in the from the roof to veranda and all. So all the water which is there, that should be dumped at the one place. All the water inside your house and surrounding to your house, that is dumped at the ground. Okay, so this water is transferred to the ground. As a result, your groundwater is going to increase. Again, whenever you want your water, you have to pump it and you have to take it into the overhead tank. This is overhead tank. Again, from your overhead tank, you can use this water as water closet, WC. Okay, water closet, and you can use it for the gardening purpose. You can use it for the car wash. Okay, everywhere you can use the water. So this is one of the important step taken by the government of India. Everywhere rainwater harvesting is done. Is it clear? Why the rainwater harvesting is done? Because in order to increase the groundwater, okay, and in order to use the recycled water. Where is rainwater harvesting? Okay, is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what all we have studied? Water first. So what is the different types of water? How much quantity of water is there? So 3% of water. 3% of water to how it is distributed in the ice caps and groundwater. Okay, again in surface water, only 0.3% of is there in the surface water. Among this 0.3%, 87 is at the lake and remaining is 2% is water percent and swamp. Next, subsurface groundwater, surface and subsurface. Surface means जो point है, these are the resources. Groundwater में that is subsurface water is this. Then what is subsurface water? We have seen. So what are the resources? What is groundwater? What are the resources? Then use of water, where you can use consumptive use, partial consumptive use, non-consumptive use. Then over is वो ज़्यादा use किया तो क्या हो जाता? So how to conserve the water? Conservation of water. So domestic conservation. So आपका घर पे कैसे सेव करने का water? Next, industrial conservation. Industrial में कैसे सेव करने का? Agricultural conservation. So this is the point of rainwater harvesting. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So next point is hydrology. Okay. So what is this hydrology? Hydro means what? Hydro means what?
Water.
Water. Logy means what?
To study.
Hydro means it is water. Water. Logy means to study. Good. Means hydrology means what? It is study of water. Hydrology means it is study of water. When you come for the higher semester, that is in the civil engineering, the fifth semester and sixth semester, there is a one subject, pure subject, that is ground hydrology. Hydrology is one subject, water supply is one subject, wastewater engineering is one subject. Okay, next solid waste management is one subject. Okay, in this first year level, just they have introduced, you have to take the just concept of the introduction of all the subjects. Okay, so hydrology means it is the science of water. Okay, science of study of water. It is the science that deals with occurrence, circulation and distribution of water of the earth and earth atmosphere. Okay, what is hydrology? Hydrology is the science that deals with occurrence, circulation and distribution of the water of earth, water of earth and its earth's atmosphere. Okay, हमारा earth में 3% of the water is there. How it is distributed? Okay, where it is occurrence, where it is circulation, where it is distribution. The entire study is called as hydrology. Or we can define like this also. Yeah, hydrology is a branch of earth science. It is concerned with water in streams, and lakes, rainfall and snowfall on the land. Rainfall means water is falling. Snowfall means ice is falling from the sky. And water occurring below the earth's surface. Water which is occurring below the earth's surface in the pores of the soil and rocks. Water which is occurred in the pores of the soil and earth is called as hydrology. Is it clear, everyone? What is hydrology? You can define this way. This is best definition. It is a branch of earth science. It is concerned with water in streams, lakes, and rainfall and snowfall on the land, and water occurring below the earth's surface in the pores of the soil and rocks. This is called as hydrology. Is it clear, everyone? Will you write?
Yes, sir.
Will you write this definition? Write down, all of you. This definition is important. Hydrology. Hydrology means science of water. Science of water. Next, read this definition. This is important. It is a branch of earth science. It is a branch of earth science. It is a branch of earth science, comma. It is concerned with the water in streams, and lakes, the water in streams and lakes, comma, rainfall and snowfall on the land, and water occurring below the earth's surface, in the pores of the soil, and rocks. Is called as hydrology. Okay, so this is the definition for hydrology. Then hydrology basically applied science. It deals with, yes, when you are coming for the science, it is deals with how it is dealing estimation of the water resources. Okay, how much quantity of water is there? Okay, that is estimation of water. The study of processes such as precipitation, runoff, evapotranspiration, and their interaction, and the study of problems such as floods and droughts and strategies to combat them. Okay, so what this hydrology is doing? So here we can do the estimating the water, quantity of water. Okay, how much water is there, that we are estimating. Then it is study of processes such as, so these are the different processes. Precipitation. What is precipitation? What is this? Precipitation means what? It is raining. Okay, rain के क्या बोलते हैं? Precipitation. There are different types of precipitation that we will study. Then runoff means after when rains occurs on the ground, so a water, some portion of the water is absorbed by the soil, correct na? And remaining portion of the water is flowing. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
When it rains, when it rains, some portion of the water is absorbed by the soil and remaining portion of the water is flowing. That flowing water is called as runoff. Runoff. Okay, that is running. Running water is called runoff. So we are studying the processes like precipitation means what? We are studying. We are studying about runoff. We are studying of the transpiration. So transpiration means, so this is a tree. Okay, this is a tree. Okay, so some amount of the water is evaporated through the plant. Through the plant. Do you observe such kind of water? Through the plant, some amount of water is evaporating. That process is called as evapotranspiration. Evapotranspiration. The loss of water from the plant body is called as evapotranspiration. I say, have you observed this one? So when you from the night, so morning time, whenever you go and observe at the leaves, okay, at the leaflet, you will see some droplet over the leaf. So how it has come? It has come from the plant body. Okay, that loss of water is called as evapotranspiration, and their interaction. Okay, and their interaction we are going to study. Then study of problems such as flood. Okay, over excess rain हुआ तो क्या होता? Excess rain हुआ तो that will leads to the floods. Okay, flooding and droughts. Droughts. If the rain is very scarce, okay, it means very less rain occurs. Then it is scarcity of water occurs. That is called as droughts. Droughts को क्या बोलते हैं मराठी में, हिंदी में?
दुष्काळ.
Okay, flood को? फ्लड को ज्यादा बारिश हो तो होते ना, क्या बोलते उसको
वृष्टि.
मराठी में और हिंदी में मुझे पता नहीं वर्ड. एक्सेस वाटर आए तो देखो,
ओला.
अरेबियन सी और अरबी समुद्र है ना, और बंगाल, बे ऑफ बंगाल है, तो रिवर है. इधर ही देखो पंढरपुर में, आई हैव ऑब्जर्व दिस. तो बारिश ज्यादा हुआ तो क्या होता? दिस विल वाटर विल फ्लड, इट विल कम टू दिस ऑन सिटी, करेक्ट? सो दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्लडिंग. क्या बोलते हैं मराठी में, हिंदी में?
सुनामी.
हाँ, सुनामी टाइप.
पूर.
हाँ, that word. Okay, so that is this all estimation process, different processes and study of the problems will come under the hydrology. So next point is hydrologic cycle. So in this hydrological cycle, this point we will take in the next class. Okay, hydrological cycle. Yes, coming to the your that is assignments. Only few students have submitted your assignment, not all. Why? What is the problem? Okay, I will show how many students have submitted. And just a minute. Class. Okay. Okay. Thank you all.